why Bangladesh has the deadliest buses on earth. I'm excited for this one. Let's just jump right into it.
These Bangladeshi buses look beat as hell for a surprisingly sinister reason. It's not just because of the scraping and bashing. I mean, that's an issue. It doesn't help.
Oh, what the f?
Instead, there's a root problem that has created a deadly high-speed bus race culture.
Yo, wait, is that Rust, bruh? Ain't no way they're driving Rust. Oh my, okay.
And these have quickly become the most dangerous roads on earth. Today, we're taking an average bus ride through Bangladeshi streets and counting the near misses, the crashes, and just generally trying not to die.
Yo, they're driving 100 kilometers an hour this close to another bus. That's like, I think that's like 60 miles per hour or something, bruh. What the fuck are they doing?
You might think it would take more than just one bus ride in Bangladesh for a near-death experience. You would be wrong. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand why drivers are choosing to race these 20-ton death machines on public roads, what happens when things go wrong, and why this is very unlikely to change anytime soon. Welcome to Sayadabad, Dhaka. This place is not just a bus station, it's this 24/7 metal smashing arena. Look at the buses. They aren't vehicles, they're 20-ton death machines.
All right, and they have how many buses here, you were saying?
More than 20,000 buses.
All right, and so we're about to get on one of these buses.
Yeah.
Am I gonna die?
Okay, no, it don't gonna die, but...
Wait. What do you mean you're not gonna die, but?
this is the risky travel by bus, but it don't gonna be die.
Bro, what the fuck is this? Looks like a GTA mission, bruh.
All right, sounds lovely. Let's go. Guys, this bus stop is kind of crazy. There's so many buses when you get the drone in the air. It's just kind of wild. It's just all in and around this big underpass. There's noise everywhere. There's chickens, there's geese. You gotta be careful.
20,000 buses, all of them racing, smashing, and generally trying, well, not to die. But guys, you don't treat a 20-ton vehicle like a goddamn bumper car without leaving some serious scars.
Guys, look at this shit. That thing is just beat to hell. It is beat to hell like this, not because it's bumping around in city traffic, because these drivers literally race between locations. And at full speed, they're smashing into each other.
Yo, that's crazy, bruh. I don't know how these buses are legal on the roads, bruh.
Because there is not 1 inch of this bus that is not completely beat to hell. It is completely hammered. And it's not some kind of crazy Mad Max vehicle. Actually, it is. That's exactly what it is. Guys, check out this view. You sort of got that bare bones cockpit. This looks like a war vehicle of some kind. And then just like, that's what you're looking out of. I suppose he doesn't really need that side. Right-handed driving, right? I like this as well. Picture some guy on the inside.
That first bus was a classic testament to Dakar's history. This rolling museum of dents and scratches. But for the actual mission, I need a driver with a bit more youthful aggression. I need a contender.
Hey guys, here she is, the beast. Could be my last ride. She's pretty beat up, but the driver assures me he is the best in the business. However, we still have to...
What do you mean the driver told you he's the best in the business? Any driver's gonna tell you that, you know?
race to get the most passengers. That's how he makes his money. That is the incentive. All right, guys, let's take a look inside this beast. What do we got? We got some solid steel boarding. We got a pretty bare bones dash going here. Gearbox, I think I can see straight to the floor.
Oh, and it's manual.
Oh yeah, there's some nice holes. That
Or
was
is
fun.
it?
The control panel.
Wait, is it?
Pretty bare bones dash going here. Gearbox, I think I can see straight to the floor. Oh
Nah, I don't
there's some
think
nice
so.
holes.
You know, it is
That
manual.
looks fun. The control panel and my rigged up action camera. There is no speedo anymore, apparently. Unless it's like
Yeah, that's safe.
hiding behind there. Oh yeah, there's a speedo. And that's pretty much it. We got a little bit of vision, there's a couple of cracks, but, I don't know, I'm hoping I survive. What is going on with my hair? Always so crazy nowadays.
And I'm gonna walk into one of these barber shops here. I'm gonna like hope that these guys don't even notice what's going on.
Years ago, I was
Oh, this is an ad, bro.
But it's not just about the machines, it's about the crews running them.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how much the tickets cost and how the whole system works. Because where I live, it's like $4 to $5 a ticket, and you can ride the bus for 1.5 hours, like wherever in that specific area, though. You know?
Hi guys, we're loaded up. This lady and her son have no idea what the hell has gone down. This driver has my life in his hands.
Oh yeah, just smoking a cigarette inside the bus.
And it is kind of chaos. I don't know what's gone down. There's a lot of banging happening on the bus.
Here's what's really going on. Every bus in Bangladesh is run by a 3-man crew. A driver, a hustler who sort of hangs out the side door yelling the route out and just dragging people in, and a third guy that sort of floats around helping out, collecting money.
Hi guys, it looks like we're kicking off. Not exactly sure how comfortable I should feel right now. Driver has a big ass smile on his face. Everybody else, they look kind of bemused, slightly terrified despite their frequent trips. I don't know if you can hear anything. All I know is I hope I don't die right now. I certainly have no seatbelt, and we are right in the prime position to head right through that windscreen. So in the city like this, there's a lot of traffic, so it's not too fast. But at times it picks up, and you don't need too much speed, as we just saw, to like get pretty nicked up.
These guys aren't just co-workers, they're a unit, a team, they're brothers. They live on the bus, they sleep together, they eat together.
They live on this bus basically.
Yeah, the staffs, all the bus staffs, they sleep at night inside the bus.
Oh, so they own the bus then, I guess, right? Or they lease it, something like that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And they too frequently die together.
And the general gist of why these guys are driving so fast
Bro, how old is the driver, bro? He looks like he's barely 18.
is because of the competition. They're trying to get ahead.
Yeah, exactly. They have to do this because they have to pay for the bus owner, they have to pay for them, and they have to pay like for fuel. So everything like a contract base. So for that reason, they have to earn more money.
They run 24-hour shifts
Okay, so they probably lease the buses.
together and they risk their lives every single day. This job isn't a paycheck, it's survival. Here's what's going on. Believe it or not, this chaos isn't accidental. It's by design. Bus companies pull 2 simple levers to create the situation. First, they don't pay normal wages. The team gets a cut of the takings. Maybe there's a tiny base pay if you're lucky, but mostly it's entirely on commission. And that means if the
Bro, how are they surviving on only commission? That's kind of crazy, bro. That's probably also why they're driving so fast, because they get money based on how many customers or passengers they have, you know?
bus is empty, you don't earn less, you earn nothing.
Oh, that's the guy. Oh, but we need some customers. Oh, and you see it. They're taking them all.
No passengers means no food for you and your family. No rent, no money to send home, nothing.
How long has he been driving this for?
He got license for 10 years, last 10 years ago.
10 years ago, bro, I told you, he looks like he's barely 18.
He has started driving since he was 9 years old.
9.
9, bruh? Bruh, how?
9 years old at 2008.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's normal in Bangladesh.
The second lever, though, is what takes it over the edge.
We just smacked into another bus at like a bus stop, and at this point that feels like almost normal. It's kind of crazy how quickly you kind of like acclimatize to this stuff. Just wild.
It compounds with the first lever and things just get kind of disastrous. Bus companies then release multiple buses on the same route at the same time. That's right, there's no spacing, there's no timetable, no enforcing gaps like you would in the West. It's not like they're every 30 minutes. They're just kind of random, but whenever they let them go, it's 2 or 3 buses rolling out together. And because you're running the same route, at every stop, whoever arrives first is going to take everything. Not most of the passengers, but all of them. They're all going to funnel into that first bus. Once the first bus arrives...
I told you, and that's why they're racing like that, because... I mean, they have to feed their families and shit, you know what I'm saying?
There's nothing left. The second bus maybe gets some scraps. The third bus gets nothing.
Oh my God.
And when your pay is already razor thin, that loss isn't abstract. That's food off your family's table. So the buses...
Yeah, because they're probably getting like less than the minimum wage in America, you know?
Faster.
All right, here we go, guys. That is the bus we're trying to get past.
And they're probably driving for like, I don't know how many hours a day, probably the whole day.
Drivers push, they tailgate, inches off bumpers, or just like not at all, they just bash into each other. They overtake blind, they swerve to block each other. They drive off-road if needed.
Okay, that's crazy, bro.
They brake late. And they do anything to get in front and to stay in front of the pack.
Bro, that kind of maneuver, bro, look at this. Wait. Bro, right there, 2 of his tires are not even on the ground. Bro, one wrong move and the whole bus is probably flipped around.
Oh my God. Holy shit. Oh my fucking God, man. That was crazy. That bus is not gonna let us pass. Like, he is swept all over the place. Not let us get past. I swear to God, I thought I was about to go straight through that window. That was wild.
How is that?
Hey guys, I just saw my life flash before my eyes. That was crazy. Again, if one bus tries to pass the other one, he's literally just gonna swerve in front of it. They are not gonna let that happen because you're taking money, taking food out of his family's life.
It's not because they love danger, it's not because they're adrenaline junkies, although I do think that the guys who tend to stay in this job kind of pick that up over
Nah, I think you have to be adrenaline junkie to be able to even do this job, bruh.
time. You sort of need to. And it's become this kind of twisted version of the Formula One situation, where you have one team that's meant to sort of come together, to be united, but instead they create direct competition between their own drivers. And it's designed to push them to the limit.
And they're so calm, bruh. Imagine if that shit happened here, bruh.
And it creates that zero-sum psychology where every win your supposed teammate receives feels like theft. And just like in Formula One, the resentment, it compounds. You're competing with guys just like you, guys who are just as desperate. Every stop, every blocked overtake, every time another bus eats while yours goes home empty, that goes in the memory bank. And there is no way you're letting them beat you next time.
I mean, yeah, the buses are kind of fucked up and shit, but you have to be a pretty good driver to even be able to drive in that country. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, we're past. Hi guys, we've made it past. We managed to cut that guy off. We're now ahead. I don't know what happens now. Maybe he tries to pass us again. But we managed to kind of cut him off on a corner.
Yeah, that's probably what you have to do to pass someone. You just wait till they get some passengers and then you pass them. You know what I'm saying?
The opportunity to pass really is when you're trying to pick up a customer. Once you're on the road, I mean, you really got no shot. They'll just try
Yeah, that's what I just said.
and cut you off. In this instance, he was able to use like a black car as like a screen. He wasn't able to get cut off because there was a car in between. So there's like tactics to this driving.
And so Bangladesh's roads just turn into full-blown racetracks at times, buses doing incredibly dangerous
Bro, imagine riding a bike there, bro. I would not do that shit, bro. In between two buses with a bike is crazy.
maneuvers at incredibly high speeds, often at night. And it's on public roads, not a racetrack. They're in outdated 20-ton buses with bad brakes, drivers at the end of 24-hour shifts. There's no runoff zones, no yellow flag.
Bro, he was that close and the guy on the bike didn't even react. That's just the everyday life for him, yeah?
No safety car team, just pedestrians, motorbikes, families, kids walking to school. And the results are inevitable and disastrous.
I just want them bad party.
Bro, being able to do that with a bus takes some skill, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Wait. Bruh, this is not safe, bruh. What the fuck?
Guys, in case you just thought this was like
Wait, was he in the bus?
fun and games, I mean, obviously no one's that stupid. But we're just on the road and yeah, we run into this. Like, there's real consequences here for these buses. I mean, this thing here, we're just traveling between a couple of cities.
And the craziest part is that shit probably happens like every day.
Flipped over on its side, just ahead of us. They're about to like haul it over, try and get it out of the way. I don't know if everyone's okay. Hopefully so, but it's no playing around. Kind of crazy. I've never seen a bus just getting flipped back over like that. Pretty incredible what you can do with a couple of guys in a winch. Also incredible like how efficient this is. It's like a bus just flips over. These guys just get right on it, flip it back over, get the road moving, just like another Tuesday. No one gives a shit. Just happens all the time.
Oh yeah, that bus is fucked. And the worst part is they're probably gonna still drive it.
Man, that's one wild ride. Bro. All right, so what happened?
That young boy, it was right around 5:30 in the evening.
20 to 25 passengers in this bus.
Yeah.
So the driver was sleepy, feeling sleepy. So the first passengers told me that he led him the.
Yeah, and it's probably because they don't have any rules there, bro. So they can drive for like 20, 24 hours if they wanted to, you know what I'm saying? In Europe, like there's rules to this shit, you know? You can only drive 4.5 hours, and then you need to have a 30-minute break, and then you can drive another 4.5 hours, and then you can't drive the rest of the day. Like that's kind of how it works here, right? But there's no rules, so you can just drive as long as you want.
Driver know that.
And I don't even know if there's any consequences, you know what I'm saying?
Be aware, drive like a safe, because I am seeing you that you are not feeling very good as a good driver. So he warned 2 times, and after then, within like 5 minutes, the driver make that accident. You know?
Wow. So it was obvious to the passengers that he was sleepy.
Yeah, see, he was sleepy.
It was exactly when the car crossed over the bridge to the small island in the middle of the river. The person who was sitting on my side, he suddenly fell right on top of me. 2 more people from that other side also fell over. I was trapped underneath 3 different people. I kept saying, "My brother, please lift me up, lift me up, lift me up, please help me." Then the one who was on my side finally pulled me up. After being pulled up, I simply couldn't figure out from where we actually got out. That is exactly why this part is broken. We all managed to get out from right here.
You got out through this broken part, sir. All right, how many passengers were in the car?
About 20 or 22 people.
20 or 22 people. Did anyone die?
No, no one died. Super lucky.
Yes.
Some were injured. I saw his hand was broken.
All right.
He was in this hospital. After his treatment, his elder brother came.
In Jessor.
At Jessor Hospital.
Hospital, and the driver?
There's no trace of the driver.
The driver ran away right after.
Oh, so there is some kind of consequence, I guess, because the driver just ran off. That's probably why, right?
The accident?
The driver has left by the grace of Allah.
Over
Wow,
there.
that's crazy,
He just
man.
ran away.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Do you think this kind of thing happens all the time?
Yeah, all the time. This has happened all the time in Bangladesh.
It's like
and
normal,
this
like
is
it seems
normal,
like
yeah.
clockwork. They just
Yeah,
haul
yeah,
it off,
yeah.
clear it out.
Yeah, something like this.
Everyone goes about their business.
Yeah.
Man, wild, huh? It looks pretty clear, like the bus has like come along and it's just hit one of these road dividers and it's flipped it like a big ramp. I don't imagine it was perfectly shaped like that beforehand. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.